Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters Cast. It's going to be another awesome game between a couple of awesome players. So let's start introducing. There's actually going to be a PvP today, which is very awesome. So yeah, up the top right side of the map, it is Mr. ShoWTimE. He is 20 years of age, from Germany, currently teamless, but he was part of ESC Icy Box up to the start of August this year, and yeah, start of August he was no longer part of that team. So there we go. Things just happen sometimes. Mr. First is the other player up the top left to the side of the map. He is 22 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the TCM gaming team, and yeah, he was actually teamless up until the end of August this year. But on the 26th of August, he did join TCM Gaming, so pretty good stuff there. And yeah, all sorts of stuff happening. This is actually a really big map. We cast the game last night on this map as well. I don't know, this map just looks huge. I'm looking at the mini-map and I'm like, wow, that map is freaking huge. Anyway, regardless, let's get into the tech. It's mirror matchup, so we have to be very critical about what the players are doing at the very start of this game. It looks like First going for is going for early blink and doing a double gateway after that. Mr. ShoWTimE is going for a second gateway but not a third, and is going for fast DTs and also a robotics facility. So ShoWTimE going for the sneaky play, and First going for a bit more standard PvP type play with a lot of gateway tech coming out. And yeah, managed to actually save that guy. Very nice. So let's have a look at the scouting here. We have not scouted the Dark Shrine here, and we have not scouted anything over there. So yeah, the Stalker's starting to come in though. First starting to move him on in, and he's got a pylon. He's about to put a pylon down here, and he's got one over there as well. So he's going to be putting down a lot of Stalker pressure very soon. He's got that Mothership core over the other side of the map as well. Or maybe he's keeping it here for defensive purposes. Interesting. The question is, when is the first DT going to arrive? Just a second by the looks of it. He's got enough gas and minerals to pop one off, and he's got no detection at all. Getting a robotics facility at the moment. So obviously First getting a little bit worried about the possibility of something crazy. And here we go, there's the DT coming on in. The Stalkers, are they going to see the DT? Are they going to realize it's there? No, they do not. They did not see that, but there is a bunch of Stalkers coming in. So First doing a lot of good pressure there, but at the backside he is going to be in a lot of trouble here. DT doing a phenomenal amount of damage. He's got to run the workers out of there, but this is his only mining base. So it's going to be so much stuff lost. There we go, chrono boosting the observer out. The Stalkers have come back and trying to figure out where the DT is. They're sort of, there we go, they finally see it and finally taken it out. Meanwhile, the Stalkers have run away. Looks like a DT may have taken a few chunks out of those guys as well. Very nice defensive play from Mr. ShoWTimE, and so far seems to have done a pretty good job. He has lost one DT, but he has killed 9 workers, which is pretty awesome. And First currently down in the dumps in terms of the worker numbers, so no longer will he be able to push out with a ton of Stalkers and just overwhelm ShoWTimE with some massively good blink micro. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. There's an Immortal already up here, there's a second one coming out. He's going to push in though, he's going to have a go at it, and the Nexus Overcharge and the Immortal together should be able to see these guys away. Now, they mostly survive due to that blink micro, but there's no way they're going to be able to do a lot of stuff here. And the Dark Templar only got 1 kill there before it was destroyed. So First definitely on top of that situation, but both players have been reduced to 1 base play, and ShoWTimE is actually fully cut up here. He's got a ton of stuff there, but he's going to have a very hard time trying to push out and get his expansion right here. Meanwhile, First, he's still building up, still getting units, but he's looking like he needs an expansion pretty soon as well. Yeah, 30 workers is the most you can sustain on 1 base. Oh, ShoWTimE. He's got 3 Immortals, and he basically has to push out here. I mean, he's ahead a little bit because he knocked down so many of First's workers, but he's being completely screwed here by not having an expansion. And First has an expansion coming up, so there we go. First right now, he's not doing anything, but he's still winning the game. This is a bad move, actually. I don't think he should move up the ramp. He's in a fantastic position at this point. Just needs to sit back, keep an eye on this expansion, make sure that ShoWTimE doesn't get it. We've actually got a War Prism coming down, dropping the units down the bottom side. This is a great play from ShoWTimE, getting some units down the bottom side so he doesn't have to squeeze them all down the ramp. And, oh, do we have vision? We do have vision for First. Blinks up to the top and almost kills the Immortal. It does actually kill the Immortal, kills the War Prism, takes it out, beautiful, but there's two more Immortals chasing him away, and finally does blink off the side of the ramp. He's going to try and move down, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop this expansion coming down. He might be able to snipe it, but he's going to take so much damage doing that. So there we go, good job. The Observer coming out, ShoWTimE seeing the expansion almost finished. Oh, First really, really badly was to destroy that expansion, but I think it's just not going to happen. I think it is a bit too late. There's a pylon down here. He could perhaps warp in some zealots or something like that, but I don't think he's going to be able to take that out. And now First is going to just bust it out right here. He is 30 under 31, but he is going to be getting a crap ton of workers and will be getting a fairly decent lead. Oh, the Stalkers are back in though. Don't think they got too much, and it's a long way to get out of here before they can blink away. And this phased blinking approach does not help when there are Immortals on the field, because it just gives ShoWTimE more time to actually hit stuff. And First, realizing that he does need something, is going to be pumping out Immortals of his own. He's currently got one, getting a second one. ShoWTimE with two Immortals as well. So going to be some very, very nice stuff going on. Surprisingly, nobody has got a Stargate yet, but I suppose that's a very early game sort of play, sort of surprise play. And once you get up to the mid game, there's no surprise really. So unless you're going for like Void Rays to counter mass Stalkers or something like that, then it's not all that useful to get a Stargate mid game. Third game in a row I've been casting, so I need to try and stay awake. There we go. 4 gateways coming out from Mr. First. So he obviously feels like he's got the macro. 39 over 36. Both players with both bases at the moment. Needs to get the workers coming. Come on. Not building any at the moment. I mean, 39 is definitely... I don't think it's the point where you want to stop. He did have the Nexus selected though, but he chose not to build workers. So maybe this is the point to stop when you're Protoss PvP or something like that. I don't know. We will see. We've got 11 Stalkers, 3 versus 3 on the Immortal count. ShoWTimE does have a little bit more Zealots though. Upgrades, ShoWTimE has level 1 and First does not. So that is going to be pretty huge. ShoWTimE, very nice job getting that out nice and early. That is going to be a huge bonus for this upcoming battle, and may in fact be the thing that trips over. But the Stalker numbers are starting to get pretty high. Managed to trap the Immortals out in the front. This is terrible, terrible news for Mr. ShoWTimE. They are being absolutely destroyed, but the Zealots have found time to get in nice and close, and that is going to be awesome. The Immortals almost getting destroyed. If the Immortals go down, that is going to be huge, but one of them does survive to regenerate its shields for another day. A new Immortal coming down as well, ready to get in there, and oh, here we go. The Immortal is so close to being destroyed, has to micro to be able to kill that, but there's so much else which is causing him to have a lot of pain here, and he should pull back because that Nexus overcharge is just so strong. It's only hitting Immortal now, but still 6-7 hits, taking out a lot of stuff here. DT coming in, and the DT once again seeing the light of day, doing a bunch of damage, but is going to force the workers to run away. And here he goes. He's going to try and snipe the Nexus here, but he's got so many other targets. He has to be attacking, taking out a ton of probes. A ton of probes just died there, but the DT over on the other side of the map, no doubt killing workers for itself. And yeah, he's trying to hold on here, doing a very good job. Managed to snipe that Immortal. The other Immortal does go down. And now First is just totally taking it to town. The Immortal's just done such a great job. 7 kills, 12 kills, 5 kills. He's done a fantastic job of keeping his Immortals alive, but at the same time doing a fantastic job at killing ShoWTimE's Immortals. I mean, that part before where the Immortals for ShoWTimE ended up in the front of the line, ended up in front of the force field barrier, that was gold. That was absolute gold. And I don't know if it was pure luck from first or if he planned it, but it was absolute beautiful play. And I really think that that was the pivotal moment of the battle when he trapped those Immortals on the wrong side of the force field. He sniped one of them almost immediately, the second one down to almost no health. Eventually they were just pretty much dead or with no health whatsoever by the time they managed to move back. And that was it. Once the Immortals went down, the Stalkers just went nuts on everything else, and that was it, game over. So great job there from first. A little bit of luck, but definitely a lot of skill as well. And yeah, did a beautiful, beautiful job. So thank you very much for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned.